they want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they who they portray to be. You be like, damn.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was doing that me.
In the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Tension is rising ahead of Gervonta "Tank" Davis' fight against Lamont Roach, as Floyd Mayweather unexpectedly involves himself with Roach's camp. Davis, feeling betrayed by his former mentor, questioned Mayweather's loyalty. The move has sparked speculation about Mayweather's true intentions in the boxing world. Recently, Davis opened up about his experience with Mayweather, reflecting on how their relationship changed over time. During a discussion, the host spoke about how people provide opportunities, but often for their own benefit, discarding others when they are no longer useful. While not directly accusing Mayweather, the host noted that such behavior is common in many industries. Davis' reaction suggested he related to this sentiment, adding more drama to the already intense build-up before the fight.
So in the world, he came and got Tank, and it's like, yo, that's what we needed when they talking to Baltimore. And like as time go on, again, I have no idea. You correct me at any time, but we see like just little back and forth between y'all two. And again, I have no idea, bro. So you can always stop me or correct me. We could whatever. But I'm looking at like it's crazy how people can put you in opportunities, right? But and I don't want to misspeak, but it just seems like it's because I've experienced that people can, and maybe not for Floyd. So let me just preface that. It's like people can put you in opportunities because they can, but it's all to help them out. And then when you're not useful for them no more, they want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, it just
Tank responded by saying that when people get close to someone they once admired, they often see the reality behind the image. The person they looked up to may not be who they thought, which can be disappointing and painful. He admitted this realization hurt him, but ultimately motivated him to forge his own path and become independent.
yeah, I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown. So you be more so hurt off, So it's like I just go my own way, like I do my own thing and things like that. So that's more so that's what it was, and that's cool. It's just like you just don't vibe with like what they on, and that's I mean, I've been in situations where though, like I was in a lose situation. Now
What
came out still on top.
with Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just little situation that he put me in to make me.
Tank explained that his situation with Floyd Mayweather was a lose-lose for him. When asked to clarify, he recalled a pivotal moment in his career, his first world title fight at just 21 years old, holding a 16-0 record. At the time, he had been inactive for 7 to 8 months and was only earning around $10,000 per fight. This long period without competition put him at a disadvantage, making him vulnerable to losing. Tank suggested that Floyd may have intentionally placed him in that difficult position, expecting him to fail. However, against the odds, he emerged victorious. His comments imply that he felt Floyd viewed him more as a business asset than a true pro-vega, setting up obstacles that could have derailed his rise. This experience reinforced Tank's belief that he needed to take control of his own career rather than rely on others, ensuring his future was in his own hands.
What
Came out still on top.
with Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just little situation that he put me in to make me lose, but he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight.
Mm.
So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So uh, when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. Um, he was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him.
Mm.
In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about. I'm putting them on game.
Mm.
Tank Davis always listened to Floyd Mayweather's advice, accepting it without question. Their relationship was built on trust, with Floyd guiding him through his career. But over time, things changed. A falling out led to a strained relationship, and now Tank no longer seeks Floyd's guidance as he once did. Tension between them escalated further when Floyd was seen getting involved in Lamont Roach's camp ahead of Tank's upcoming fight. Tank felt betrayed, questioning why his former mentor would align with someone he was about to face in the ring. This isn't the first time he's been frustrated with Floyd's actions. He also disapproved when Floyd gave advice to Frank Martin before their fight, making Tank feel like Floyd was no longer on his side, but instead supporting fighters going up against him. With the fight against Roach approaching, Floyd's involvement has added more drama. Many fans wonder whether Floyd's move was intentional or if he simply no longer sees himself as part of Tank's team. Either way, Tank has made it clear that he doesn't appreciate it. The once strong bond between them seems beyond repair. Now, Tank is focused on moving forward without Floyd's guidance, proving that he doesn't need his former mentor in his corner to dominate the boxing world. He stands on his own, determined to carve out his own legacy.
He just gave me good, great words. He was telling me to stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So as always, there'll be love for Floyd Mayweather.
All right, as we get ready to let your...
While Tank was still under Floyd Mayweather's promotion, Floyd also trained Frank Martin, who later became one of Tank's opponents. This raised eyebrows as Floyd was supposed to be guiding Tank's career, but was also working with a potential rival. At the time, Tank didn't question Floyd's actions, trusting his mentor completely. However, looking back, it now seems as if Floyd may have been creating obstacles for Tank rather than fully supporting his rise in boxing.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys. So what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. Go do it when, because 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, because you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. It could be little things that'll take you to the next level. That Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it, and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, and it could be the same thing. You might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of feel about yourself.
Frank Martin openly shared how Floyd Mayweather's advice motivated him ahead of his fight. Known for his strategic mindset, Floyd provided Martin with key insights that helped him prepare at a higher level. Martin expressed how valuable the advice was, saying it gave him a new perspective and added confidence in the ring. However, Tank saw things differently. Floyd wasn't just offering general advice, he was sharing strategies that Tank himself had used in the ring. This raised suspicions that Floyd was deliberately helping Martin counter Tank's style. To Tank, this wasn't just about mentoring another fighter, it felt personal. It deepened the tension between him and Floyd, making him question his former mentor's true intentions. Tank had once trusted Floyd completely, always listening to his advice without question. But over time, their relationship soured. Seeing Floyd give strategic tips to someone he could potentially face in the ring made Tank feel like Floyd wasn't on his side anymore. Now, Tank no longer sees Floyd as someone in his corner. He understands that in boxing, loyalty is rare, and even those who once stood beside him might not always want to see him win. Determined to prove himself without Floyd's guidance, Tank is focused on dominating the ring on his own terms, proving that he doesn't need anyone else to succeed.
I'm from Baltimore. He's not from D.C. That's what I learned. I thought he was from D.C. too. D.C. my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
We're gonna feel all this shit we gotta do. Look, hey Tank, we're gonna go 35, 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
From the very beginning, Floyd Mayweather supported Tank Davis, bringing him into his team, guiding him, and helping shape him into the champion he is today. Floyd provided Tank with opportunities, advice, and exposure that many fighters dream of. In return, Tank was loyal, always listening, following Floyd's advice, and trusting that his mentor had his best interests at heart. Their relationship wasn't just about boxing, it was built on mentorship and respect. But over time, things changed. The trust that once defined their bond began to fade. The issue wasn't just that Floyd worked with other fighters. It was that he seemed to position himself against Tank. Supporting Frank Martin was one thing, but actively giving him strategic advice, knowing he could one day fight Tank, made Tank question Floyd's true intentions. This wasn't just mentorship. To Tank, it felt like betrayal. Then came the breaking point. Floyd getting involved in Lamont Roach's camp ahead of Tank's upcoming fight. That confirmed what Tank had been suspecting all along. Floyd wasn't on his side anymore. It wasn't just about helping young fighters. It felt like Floyd was actively working against someone he once called his own. What hurts Tank the most isn't simply that Floyd is training others. It's that he's giving Tank's opponents the tools to beat him. Tank once saw Floyd as a mentor, someone who had his back no matter what. But now, he realizes he has to stand alone. He's no longer looking for Floyd's guidance or expecting his loyalty. What truly upsets him isn't losing a mentor. It's realizing that the man who once supported him is now working against him.
You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
Well, we want to know. In the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
On a recent podcast, Tank Davis opened up about his frustrations with Floyd Mayweather, revealing that many people don't see what's really happening behind the scenes. He made it clear that Floyd isn't just mentoring other fighters, he's actively working against him. According to Tank, the public only sees surface-level interactions, but behind closed doors, Floyd has been making moves that feel like direct attacks on his career. Tank stressed that this isn't just about Floyd supporting other boxers. It's about Floyd positioning himself in ways that seem designed to hurt him. Whether it's giving strategic advice to Frank Martin or getting involved in Lamont Roach's camp ahead of Tank's fight, it all feels personal. He believes Floyd is intentionally going against him, but many fans and insiders don't fully grasp the situation. During the podcast, Tank made it clear that he's no longer looking to Floyd for support or approval. The days of blindly following Floyd's advice are over. He now sees what's happening and is ready to move forward on his own. While Tank acknowledged that Floyd helped him in the past, he also admitted that the loyalty he once believed in is gone. He hinted that there's more to the story than the public knows, suggesting that if people really paid attention, they'd see how Floyd has been moving against him. Though he didn't reveal everything, his words made one thing clear. He feels betrayed and is done pretending everything is fine. Now, Tank is focused on his career, proving he doesn't need Floyd's backing to stay on top of the boxing world.
Now, how are you feeling? We pretty close. We're pretty close to it. How you feeling right now?
I feel good, man. Feel good. Getting close, and somebody like Lamar is like fighting somebody like it's gonna feel like the amateurs type of vibe. Like,
Okay.
you feel me? Not the no, the only thing I said the amateurs because I fought him before when I was coming up.
Okay.
Type of vibe. So I feel though it's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited. He's coming with his people and things like that.
And the amateurs, he said he beat you in that.
He didn't beat me. No, he didn't beat me.
Okay.
It's gonna show March the 1st.
Tank Davis didn't hold back, stating that Floyd Mayweather doesn't realize how close he is to surpassing him. According to Tank, Floyd sees what's happening but refuses to accept that he's just a step away from reaching his level. Instead of supporting him, Floyd seems to be working against him, as if trying to slow down his rise. Tank acknowledged Floyd's status as a legend in the sport, but pointed out that times change. He believes he's on the verge of taking the top spot, and maybe that's what's bothering Floyd. Rather than embracing his success, Floyd appears to be setting up obstacles, whether it's giving Frank Martin strategic advice or getting involved in Lamont Roach's camp before Tank's fight. To Tank, these moves don't seem random, they feel intentional. He stated that if Floyd truly believed in him, he wouldn't be positioning other fighters against him. But it doesn't matter. Tank is focused on his career and knows he's on the right path. He's confident that soon, people won't be talking about Floyd's era anymore. They'll be talking about Tank's. Tank made it clear he's not chasing Floyd's approval. The difference between them now is that Floyd is holding on to the past while Tank is looking toward the future. In Tank's mind, it won't be long before he's not just competing at the highest level. He'll be sitting at the very top, just like Floyd once did. But this time, it will be his own legacy, built without Floyd's help.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's been, I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
On a recent podcast, Tank Davis made a bold statement, claiming he believes he's more talented than Floyd Mayweather. However, he quickly took it back, not wanting to compare himself directly to the boxing legend. Instead, he shifted the focus to the current generation of fighters, making it clear that, skill for skill, nobody can match him. Tank confidently stated that no one fighting on TV right now can compete with him. He believes his combination of skill, power, and fighting IQ puts him ahead of everyone in the sport today. While many compare him to Floyd, Tank wants people to understand that he is in a league of his own. By retracting his comment about being more talented than Floyd, he avoided directly disrespecting his former mentor. However, his message remains clear. He sees himself as the most skilled fighter in boxing right now, regardless of past legends. Tank's confidence isn't new. He has always believed in his abilities. But now, with multiple dominant performances under his belt, he feels it's undeniable. While Floyd's legacy is secure, Tank is focused on building his own, proving that he doesn't just belong at the top, he is the top. As Tank Davis prepares to face Lamont Roach, he is ready to show just how powerful he is. Some critics have called this fight a cherry pick, but the reality is far different. Roach is a champion in his own right, and this fight isn't just about Tank defending his status. It's about proving a point. With all the tension surrounding the fight, the stakes feel even higher. Rumors have surfaced that Floyd Mayweather has been training Roach, or at least giving him advice. Whether true or not, it adds fuel to the fire, making this matchup even more intense. Fans are now seeing this fight as more than just another title defense. It's a statement. Tank isn't just stepping into the ring to win. He's stepping in to show that no strategy, no game plan, and no outside influence can bring him down. He has already addressed his feelings about Floyd's alleged betrayal, but words alone aren't enough. The fight is his real opportunity to prove who he is and why no one in boxing can touch him. He has made it clear that no opponent's strategy can break him, and no mentor's advice can stop him from dominating. With all eyes on this fight, fans believe Tank will prove once and for all that he is the best in the game. Whether Roach is getting extra help or not, Tank is determined to show that nothing can stop him. This fight isn't just about defending a title. It's about silencing the doubts, proving his dominance, and showing that he is truly untouchable in the boxing world.
I feel like my skills are way better than like Floyd. I hit on my game. Well, I tell you, probably had him. But skill for skill, none of these guys can match nobody. Nobody on TV is fighting right now have more skill. Nobody. Like, talk about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting TV.
So what did I do with you being, I guess, embarrassed? Like, cause can we see you big posts on the story like the fight I had? Like, my biggest fan, I don't know, get embarrassed. No. What you mean? How would you get embarrassed?
Well, it's like me not doing my job. I was supposed to be in camp, you know, and I wasn't in camp, so I was like, all right, okay. It pissed me off so bad that I get upset.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more exclusive boxing coverage, analysis, and updates. See you next time on Fight Night Vibes.